So 2020 was a year of many firsts, and coming to the stage is a man who chronicled his experiences in A Leap Year of Firsts by Keith Baldwin. So everyone give it up for Keith!
That's not funny.
I built in a joke for you. So as Kirsten said, I did a year of first. And you're probably wondering why I'm in this tutu. Well, first, I'm jealous of Kirsten carrying something on her back, so I figured I'd put something on for the show. And I wore this on a golf course for the first time in my life in 2020. When you're doing something for the first time in your life, 366 of them have to be a leap year. You have to get creative, and there's pressure. So I was desperate for a first. I was playing like shit. So I might as well put on a tutu and cheer along. So that's why I'm wearing this. And I also am doing this for the crowd tonight, because in the leap year of first, I had so much fun. I learned so much. And it was perspective. It gave me a lot of perspective. And I wanted to give my audience a first for you. So my guess is this is the first time in your life that you've seen a fat, bald, old, and I got a lot of bad memory, good legs, who's deathly afraid of Instagram on a stage in a pink tutu. Show of hands. First for everybody. Okay, I see a few lazy people here. Raise their hand. Either that or they have seen this act before. And if you have, I need to know. I need names. It's just not cool to steal acts. But if you noticed, I'm a little slow in my delivery. And because of my bad memory, you may think it's because I'm trying to grab the next line. Nope. I'm doing it to slow it down for my brother. He's special.
I forgot my helmet.
So I'll let you in a little secret. You're afraid of forgetting your lines. You're afraid of not being funny. And I was that way in the very beginning. Then hell with it. I figured if I bomb, if I forget lines, who cares? Because I got in here for free. You paid money. Who's the loser? So anyway, the 2020, I started January 2020, doing something committed to do something for the first time in my life every day. And it started out as a bucket list type of thing. Flew a plane out of Northeast Philadelphia Airport. I raced a car at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And then in the middle of it, the pandemic showed up in my leap year first. And gave me a number of unwanted firsts that I unfortunately had to live through. First time in my life I stopped paying myself. First time in my life I thought my company was going to go out of business. First time in my life I laid off an employee, all 45 of them. I hired them back to be a call center. But when I even slept on the streets of Philadelphia, Center City, 6th Street, to Calla Hill and Spring Garden as a homeless person, December 5th, cold. And it was dangerous. And it was loud. I didn't know that there was an ordinance that said after 2 a.m., you can't have a muffler. It was hard to sleep. And I should have known that the year was going to go off the rails because I got my medical marijuana card for the first time. And I got it from my mother, my 86, who is 4'2" something, who is in constant pain all the time. I'm her chief caregiver. She lives with us. Thank the good Lord for my wife. God bless her. And she is on fentanyl. She's got a fentanyl patch. Anybody know what fentanyl is? It's legalized heroin. And she's been on it for a number of years because of the pain. So we go to our pain doctor, and we go in, and he wants to introduce medical marijuana as an alternative. Oh no, nope, I'm not going to be a hippie. I'm not sure. I'm like, well, it's streets of Kensington, Woodstock. You think I'm trying to help her, but she was resistant. I'm thinking, we're not going to go hang out with Cheech and Chong. I'm not getting her a sundress. It's tie-dye. She just doesn't have the legs for it. So we convince her. And it was a weird experience because as a derelict teen growing up, and they're trying to get this stuff to squirt something. And you're hanging out at the playground underneath the bleachers, you're in the woods, and you're very reticent to squirt anything from anybody. Well, this car, broad daylight, South Jersey, I'm in a line around the block to go shopping. Walmart. Can I have some lozenges, and I'll take a couple bags of the gummies, and buds, I'll have a couple buds, and Kush number 7, I heard that's good for pain, and throw in some oil. So I get home, and I give this to my mother, and she takes these lozenges, she goes in her room. We don't see her for a day. We don't know her. You see Mom? Nope. So I go in, shake her. Mom, you okay? She's a little groggy. So did you take the half lozenge that was prescribed? She said, I think so. I may have taken one. So I get the bag. There's 30 in the bag. I can't. There's 25. She's stoned. So I grounded her. Circle of life. So during the year first, I'm always asked, what's the hardest first that you ever did? And I don't even skip a beat. Now remember, I slept on the streets of Philadelphia as a homeless person. It was driving the actual speed limit. January 4th, 2020. I claim that nobody does it. And it's not safe. So I started out 25 miles an hour out of my neighborhood. And I don't know if you feel the angst of driving the speed limit that I felt that day. So I wanted to give you a little bit of an idea. So picture yourself putting on a Cowboys jersey and walking into the 700 level of the bay. That's the feeling. Or Halloween, I challenge everybody in this audience. Next Halloween, sit out in front and give out health food. So you sit there and you're like, hi Susie, that's a great princess outfit, or Freddie, that's a great fireman outfit. Here's a stalk to sell. Now you're starting to feel what it's like to drive the speed limit. The actual, and I'm not talking the socially accepted speed, 5 to 10 miles an hour. I'm talking the actual. You load Waze into your computer and you look and you say, okay, I'm supposed to be going 15 miles through a school zone. Okay, I'm going 14. Well, this is the city of brotherly love. I grew up in Northeast Philadelphia. I'm showing a lot of love that day. Just in a lot of different forms. I I assume that they meant well when they were telling me to go forth and multiply myself many times. Or they were speaking to me in my native language, Italian. And I'm not into anal sex, but I'm sure that was communicated. I'm sure they meant well. And the other thing is, the senior citizens love me. So I'm on 95 North. It's a 45-minute commute to my work. And I'm in the right part of the right-hand lane, doing 54. It's 55 miles an hour. And I have my blinkers on. And a Q-tip is behind me in her '05 Buick. And anybody who doesn't know what a Q-tip is, it's my mother. It's a 4-foot something, 80-ish puff of white hair, right? Sitting on some phone books, Yellow Pages, remember them? Where she can barely see over the dashboard, looking through the wheel, and she drives the speed limit around me. It was like coming out of a cold ocean on a new beach. Shrinkage. Not a lot of confidence. But it wasn't all bad. It gave me an excuse for the way I looked. I used to have a waistline. I used to have a hairline. I used to have smooth skin. But I can't blame everything on this being. I blame my mother for the Italian Catholic part. I'm able to talk with my hands. I tan well. And I can make you an offer that you do not refuse. And for the Catholic part, it set me up for the trauma of that day of driving the speed limit. Having endured the nuns of St. Albert the Great in my grade school, and the priests of Archbishop Ryan High School. So I want to thank my mom for allowing me that. And I want to hope and pray for you as an audience tonight. I hope that you find it first, as you've always wanted to do and do. Live life. It's short. And I pray for you. Please. I beg. Please. Don't drive the speed limit on the way home.